My name's Rich Hanlon. I'm your Wild Neighbors Nature Connection Nature Guide. It's the third week in June, and in my neighborhood, in the northern reaches of New York's Adirondack Park, we can expect by now that there are birds that have nests where the eggs have hatched, and there are hungry nestlings in those nests, and there are parent birds that are very busy bringing food to fill the bellies of those young birds. I invite you to take a walk with me down my street, Old Meacham Road, and let's get a look at what feathered neighbors are busy tending their nests today. The forest along this section of Old Meacham Road is a mixed spruce fir forest with some deciduous trees in the mix, offering habitat to a variety of warblers, thrushes, sparrows, and woodpeckers. We're about a half a mile from the house. There's a yellow-bellied sapsucker family taking residence in a cavity that they have excavated in that tree there. Let's take a look. In typical woodpecker fashion, the yellow-bellied sapsuckers excavate a cavity in a tree, creating a room in the heartwood of the tree where the eggs will be laid and the young birds cared for until they are ready to fledge. It's not easy raising a family in the North Country. Notice how this adult scans the area for danger before entering and before exiting the nest cavity. Listen for the chatter of the begging calls of the young birds as the adult enters the nest. How does one find such a nest this time of year? One strategy is simply to watch where the adult birds are going to and from, noticing their patterns. Can you see this sapsucker as it flies over the road towards the nest? Let's watch that again in slow motion. Keep an eye on the upper left corner of the video. It's flown to the nest tree. Now let's see if we can notice where it's coming from as it leaves the nest. Another indication of an active nest site is flies flying around the entrance hole, because flies are just as much attracted to the carbon dioxide from the breath of birds as they are the breath of people. Birds don't want their nests to be able to be found. This American robin did a great job of building a nest in a highly concealed location among the branches of a red spruce tree. This nest is extremely well hidden, but you may be able to pick up on the subtle movements of at least two young birds near the center of the frame. Notice that when the mother bird brings food to these hungry nestlings, she's quick, in and out, and she moves like a shadow through these thick branches. She wants to avoid being noticed by would-be predators like crows and blue jays who would make a meal out of her young nestlings. Again, notice the chatter of the begging calls of these young birds. Thanks for joining me for this nestling walk in my neighborhood in the northern reaches of New York's Adirondack Park. I wonder what feathered neighbors might be tending their nests in your neighborhood. Step outside. Go for a walk at a local park. Maybe just step out into your backyard and see if you can observe with your ear the chattering of the begging calls of young birds like you heard in today's video. Well, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.